Hello and welcome to TSB Talk Sport and Business. I'm Neil Oja on Talk 100.3. And not too far back, we had spoken about a new initiative. And when you say new initiative, you can automatically relate with, this term with this place called Dubai. Because every now and then, there's something new coming up, keeping us on our toes to ensure the betterment of the place, of the people, and everyone who thinks about the place UAE. So Dubai launched a QR code initiative for holiday homes. Now, this code primarily was brought in and about for the ones who are operating holiday homes, for the ones who are coming and living in those holiday homes. But then the moment you think QR code, you think technology, and you think technology means you think that, oh wait, how will I be able to do it? Will there be a key somewhere under the mat or inside a pot that I have to pull out and then try and open the house? What do I have to do? So many questions, isn't it? But to answer them all, we've been joined by the Director of Hospitality Affairs Department at the Dubai's Department of Economic and Tourism, Ms. Shaikha Al Mutawa. Ma'am, welcome, and it's a pleasure to host you on TSB.
Thank you so much for welcoming us. It's been a journey for all of us, and it's been my honor also to give more details about this initiative, the QR code, which basically launched recently as a part of efforts to improve and innovate even more in to enhance also the whole experience for the investors and for the visitors while they are staying in Dubai.
No, this is incredible. But then I'm sure, I'm curious. I'm sure my listeners are also curious about it. They want to know more about the QR code initiative for holiday homes in Dubai.
Okay, so basically the QR code, it's to each operator in Dubai would install a quick response code called QR code. So this sticker will be in the main entrance of the unit, which it's confirmed to any visitors that these units are registered in DET systems.
Okay.
And also the operators are registered with us and following the highest criteria of safety and also comfort for the visitor during their stay.
I like this thought itself. The first statement that you made, that the QR code itself tells you that they are registered, which means that there cannot be any malpractices or any wrongdoing when you associate with a holiday home like that. Please continue, ma'am.
Yes, you are absolutely right. Also, these QR codes, when they scan it, if a visitor who's staying in this unit, if he scan it, he can able to access to a very important data, whether he wants to connect with the operator or get his information, or either contact with the key department in Department of Economic and Tourism if he has any concern or any observation he wants to raise to us. So it's a very important element for the guests to know that there is a comfy and they can reach us anytime 24/7.
That is phenomenal. That the ability, the comfort, the thought of safety, that there is someone who's going to look out for the visitor, especially because you're coming in a new country. It's not always that the first thought that you have in your mind about safety and security, and that concern is taken care of. How has the performance been of the holiday homes in the Emirate in the Q1?
The holiday home sector has been phenomenally strong and growing. So if you look at the Q1 2023 this year, we had 21,000, more than 21,000 units registered.
Wow.
Comparing to last year Q1 2022, which was more than 14,000 units, which the growth rate is showing 45.5%.
Wow.
Yeah. So again, if you ask me about the number of the visitors, because everybody will ask, how does the visitors numbers?
True.
That's
like the first question that'll come to mind, isn't it?
Yes. So holiday homes as well hosted more than 137,000 guests in Q1 2023.
Wow. Wait, let me get this right. 127,000 visitors.
Yes.
That is an incredible number, considering the fact that, yes, we've seen an increase in the growth of visitors that have come in. But, normally we associate visitors coming in and staying in hotels, right? Like very, very recently, in fact, at the end of last year and early this year, I was traveling to the US, and there were two thoughts in my mind. And one of them definitely was to probably look for holiday homes through various apps. But then the safety concern that I said, came to my mind, and I was like, no, you know what? It's a new place that I'm going to. I don't want to put myself in a place where I may not be safe, I may not be secure. I would rather book myself into a well-known property, a hotel, so that I know at least my security is taken care of. But 127,000, that's a fabulous number. So well done on that, ma'am.
Thank you, and it's increasing according also to the demand that we see also from the operator side who registering the units,
Right.
as well as from the guest that who is coming and booking and choosing holiday homes as an option to stay and enjoy their time in the city with their families and friends. This is also becoming a phenomenal, a very success story.
No, it definitely is. What do you think is the factor behind the significant growth of Dubai's holiday homes?
This is a very good question. So there are many factors behind this significant growth for holiday home segment, but there are few, and one of them is that the growth in the hospitality industry, where sophisticated infrastructure, we have best attractions for family, we have the best transportation, food, cuisines, events, the whole entire ecosystem of the city are ready already.
Wow.
So that would create for the guests to book and enjoy, the itinerary of the city with the ease access to their units. Second thing also, when it comes to the demand from investors, because today you can have individual investors and also companies who register under operator of holiday homes. They receive more returns than any other residential leasing contracts as an income. And third thing is the virus accommodation options, because in holiday homes you have many options to lease your on a daily or weekly or monthly basis, for your guests. So
Right.
that flexibility gives an option for the investor to also lease the unit with the right, of course, permit and the licensing.
You
process.
mentioned about the options to the owners of holiday homes to lease out on daily, weekly, or monthly basis. What are the options available for visitors who come here as far as holiday homes are concerned?
Yeah, so in holiday home, there are different variety of options where families and guests they can choose. There are studios, apartment, and there are also some villas which facing the sea
Wow.
or the downtown. And also you have farms which is located in Hatta area, and you can
Beautiful.
imagine, of course.
Beautiful. This is incredible. I mean, so if there are options like these available, why would one want to even think of paying the exorbitant amounts and going and staying in hotels when you have like a home-like feeling, and rightly so, holiday homes. When you say that, it gives the feeling of home. Plus, it gives you the choices that you mentioned. Are there any more fun options available, like you mentioned the villas in Hatta?
Yes, because again, I mean, this is the plus for holiday homes, because this option is very the variety and flexibility for the
Right.
guests to choose among them. In Hatta, we have more than 20 farms who basically tend to become a holiday home. So you can imagine this privacy and all the facilities and components that has. So I'm sure these villas are almost fully booked all
I
the
am
time
so
this
sure.
season.
And especially the winters, oh, you have to be there, isn't it?
Exactly. And this is part of the continuous improvement that the department are in lining with the Dubai Economic Agenda D33 to further position Dubai as one of the top 3 global cities. So that's where the efforts comes to include everyone, all the stakeholder in one pocket.
I'm so sure that the way the steps are taken by the Dubai government, I think the leadership has done fabulously well in all these years to ensure that we can proudly say that, hey, you know what, that top position that we hold in the world is the place where I stay, and I'm incredibly proud to say that. Now, I'm sure that there are a bunch of people who probably own residential units here in the UAE who want to convert them into holiday homes. What are the licensing and processes that one has to do to convert a residential unit into a holiday home?
So individual or company may apply for the service operating as holiday homes through the department's official channels. So they can approach us through service centers or the Invest in Dubai platform, because our services are 24 hours.
Right.
Our services as well come through our digital platform, so we are available to support and encourage them as well to be part of that.
No, this is incredible. The way everything has been digitized, everything has become so comfortable and easy for anyone who has even the basic internet connection can access everything from the government portfolios which are available. Now, how does the Department of Economy and Tourism supervise and regulate holiday homes in the Emirate?
So the Dubai holiday homes market undergo through different classification process. So there is some standards and criteria where the operator should look at and implement in order to keep this unit as highest level and also luxurious and also very comfy to the guests. So there are two type of holiday home classified to standard and deluxe. The second thing also, we have given a very user-friendly guides for any operator who wants to, turn his residential unit to holiday homes, where he can see what is the requirement, what is the criteria that he needs to check in order to create this unit to a very affordable and fully compliance with the holiday home criteria. Third thing, I think also our teams are 24 hours available to answer any questions related when it comes to the potential investors, whether they are individuals or companies. And the moment they are applying for the license through those channels which I mentioned earlier, they can also apply for the permits. And the permit process is easy. The moment they apply all the documents into the system, within 24 hours, he will receive a feedback of that application.
Right.
And once that is done, then he can operate and list his unit in the global booking platforms.
This is amazing. I love the way so simply you've explained the entire process, making it so uncomplicated. Now, is it possible for someone who does not own a unit but rents the unit to sublet a unit as a holiday home, or it is only limited to the owners of the apartments or residential units?
I think companies who basically at the moment leasing, they definitely have a very contractual base between the owner and the operators. So they basically have this contract where they're enabled to rent these units from the owners through the companies. One of the fundamental things also why we are also encouraging individual operator to perform, because we know that there are definitely different source of income and business that individual can have. And this is one of those I wouldn't say quick win, but I would say very disciplined quick win channel that the person can have an income.
I agree with you. Considering the real estate market the way it is growing here in Dubai, one would definitely want to not just invest for self and live in that house, but also could look at buying smaller properties, probably buying a studio. You can buy studios at 400,000-500,000 and start investing and start getting returns on it through the means of holiday homes almost instantly.
You are right, absolutely.
Yeah, I'm so glad that we're having this conversation today over here and breaking the myth and simplifying the entire process about this beautiful initiative that the Dubai government has taken in, and we must appreciate the leadership, considering that everything that a modern city should have, it's already here for all of us to consume and be proud of, ma'am, isn't it?
Yes, you're absolutely right. Yes, I can't add more onto what you said.
No, I'm so glad that you spared so much time from your busy schedule and came and spoke to us about the new QR code initiative that the Dubai government has taken for the Emirate and the holidays home. Thank you so much for joining us on TSB.
It's been my honor, and we are always here to share information, updates about what is the city and the government driving when it comes to the investors and holiday homes and other initiatives as well.
Now, we are looking forward to host you for a lot more conversations. The Director of Hospitality Affairs Department at the Dubai's Department of Economic and Tourism, Ms. Shaikha Al Mutawa, joining us on TSB. Thank you so much.